everyone, welcome back to my channel, East Bay Stamp Chick. This is Michelle, and I'm here today to share with you my paper pumpkin kit from January 2024, and it is called Lovely Lavender. And I have been getting these for a little while now and really haven't had much of a chance to do the kits, but I really want to make an effort to do them. My friend sells or is a part of Stampin' Up, and the way I help support her is to get the kits. And I don't sell Stampin' Up at all. So, but I thought they were really, they're a fun thing to do, and I really wanted to spend some time making them and get rid of some of these boxes. I've got these things are piling up. So this is the January 2024 kit. If you don't know, you get this pamphlet in every kit that shows you what they suggest that you make. It also shows you what's supposed to be in your kit. These kits typically come with card bases or tags, ephemera, ink cube, maybe some type of ribbon or twine, a little like mini stamp set, foam tape, just things like that. Could be, you don't have to really supply very much to make exactly what they tell you to make. And then when you open up the brochure, you have, all your instructions. So I did kind of change it up just a little bit. You can see right here, this is a card base, and it's basically like patterned paper because it's printed on both sides. And there's another card base that's like a oatmeal color with white polka dots on both sides. So I took those and just cut them in half to use as patterned paper instead of using them as card bases, and thought I would use my own white card bases. So that gave me more patterned paper to play with. That was in the theme of the kit. I don't have a whole lot of Stampin' Up! Products, so I thought that was a way to make the kit, bigger and able to do more with it. And I wanted to show you what I made. I actually made 24 cards. There is also in the kit, this is the Gorgeous Grape ink cube that comes with it, which is a really pretty color. I really liked the lavender purpley color. And this is the stamp set, which is cute. It is small, I mean, you can tell. It's like a 3x4 stamp set. All sentiments except for one piece of foliage. But it was versatile, and I liked it, and I could see that would be something I could probably use again. So let me show you what I made. This first card is on the list of what they recommend that you make, but I did change it a little bit. And so you make 4. So I made 4 cards. I did make it into a shaker. They did not have it as a shaker in the instructions, but I added my own sequins, which are kind of lavenders and purples. There was supposed to be 3 pieces of the lavender spray, and I only used the 2-piece, so that way I could have items for other cards. But otherwise, a little shaker there. This is the card, and I popped it up on foam because it is a shaker, so a little bit different than what they said, but pretty similar. But I liked it, so I thought, why change that? So I did make that one. And there are 4 tags, and instead of making tags, I decided to put them on a card. So I made 4, and this paper polka dot is the card base that I cut up, so that way I could have more of the pattern paper. All the solid cardstock and kind of this purpley grape tone is just from my stash. It's not even Stampin' Up. And the sequins are from my stash. They're not Stampin' Up either. So this piece right here, this little die back here, is Stampin' Up, but it is retired, I believe. And it's called the So Detailed Thinlet Dies. So there are 2 like border or belly band type dies, and then a gatefold die is what it is. So I'm pretty sure this is discontinued, but you know what? It's great to mix the old with the new, and you need to use what's in your stash. It's really important. You've bought all these wonderful products, mix it in with what you're getting and use them because they're great. So I do have 4 of these cards, just a little something for you instead of doing tags. I didn't think I'd really use the tags. All right, so this is another card. There are 4 of them. And it is the suggested card in the instructions. The only difference is that this was a card base that I cut to make it into a panel. And so I added the purple cardstock around there again. And I used probably more foam tape than they recommended because I popped up this white square, and then I popped up this little violet purpley strip as well. And I popped up my width. So kind of used a lot, and then again the sequins are from my stash. But I thought it turned out pretty and I really liked it. So I didn't really see a need to, you know, change the design if you already like what they're doing. Okay, and then all of these are on a white card base, oops, that are from my stash. Okay, now on one of the other sides of those card bases was this paper here, and I did change it up a little bit. It is kind of like a lavender marble look to it. Let me show you. It actually, you can see this envelope here inside. That's kind of like a swirly, marbly look. That's what it looks like. But for my 4 cards for this one, I used one of the Stampin' Up! Masks to add this houndstooth in the ink that they gave us. And that is, I think these came out last fall, I believe, and I don't think they carried them forward, so I don't think they're available, but I'm sure a lot of you have them in your stash. It's called Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. And what's cool about this pack is there is a houndstooth, there's like a snowflake, there's also a layered sunflowers. So it's like 3 or 4 stencil pack that layers up and makes sunflowers. So you'll see those. So this was one of my favorite items they had last year, and I just had to have it. So if you've got those in your stack, get them out because they are so much fun. So I did that right on top of that patterned paper just to give it more dimension. Here is the extra lavender sprig that I was supposed to use on another card. So I saved them for these. This Happy Birthday die is Stampin' Up!, but I think it's pretty old. I know they don't sell this anymore. It is called Happy Birthday Thinlits. It's one of my favorite Happy Birthday dies. So you can see that there. I mean, it's just such a great font. That's what I love about it, is it's kind of like a swirly font. So I used that, and I cut it out of the glitter paper and then the white paper and just layered them on top so you have a shadow, and continued with the glitter paper around the edge of the card as well. And then of course added in my sequins. So it has just a little bit of shimmer. You can see that glitter. Okay, so I've got 4 happy birthday cards, which is awesome. Then, because remember I made 24 cards. Now this kit is for you to make 8 cards and 4 tags. So 12 items. I made 24. So this, I made 4 of this one. It's so easy when you're making the same card over and over again, just to repeat it. I used the sunflower stencils, which is from the Abundant Beauty Mask collection. So you get the houndstooth, you get the sunflowers, and a few other things in there. And I just fussy cut them. So did that myself. Used that same purple ink that they gave us, the sour grape. And the green and the browns are kind of from my stash. I didn't have any Stampin' Up! Ink in those colors. I also used this punch, which is an older Stampin' Up! Punch. This one right here. So some of you might have that. Oh, you saw my face in there, huh? Saw my face in the mirror. So this punch, I'm not sure how long it has been out, but I think it's discontinued or retired is what they say. I think it was called like a label punch, something like that. And then in the background, I also used this embossing folder, and it's kind of like scattered hearts. So you can kind of see that. That one is retired as well. So you can see a little bit of the texture there from the hearts. And then just a little something for you is from the stamp set that they give you in the kit. And then of course I did my stencils and my own cardstock in that purpley color. But I just love these. I mean, these are sunflowers, but you can make them in any color and they just look amazing. I love that. I love that stencil. And then lastly, I made 4 of this one. Okay. So this set right here. It says Happy Valentine's Day, and that is from the stamp set that they give you. It's another sunflower. Now, when you use that sunflower stencil, it makes 3 sunflowers. So I was able to use 2 on those cards and still had 1 for this one. And that's that little sprig. This little stripe right here is the same paper that I used earlier. Let me just bring it out. This one right here. When I cut this card base down, I cut it smaller, so I had an extra little slice that I kept. And so that became the stripe right across here. And then, I don't know if you can kind of see the embossing I did on there. That is with this folder. And this one may still be around. It's a fairly new folder. It is called the Quarterfoil Tile folder. So you can kind of see that's the pattern there. You can't really see it there. But it's a really good basic. So I did emboss that purple cardstock, added my sequins, so came together really quick and just, you know, utilizing kind of scraps in a way. So that was pretty cool. So those are the cards that I made. The only things I have left over in my box, of course, are the envelopes, and I have a few pieces of the floral of when I sliced it down that I didn't use on anything. And I think I might even have a few pieces somewhere of the marbled kind of purpley one. But that's it. So I've used everything. I have used that stamp set. And I got to use some items from my stash. So I thought that was really cool. And I thought the cards turned out really pretty. And 24 cards. I mean, that's awesome, right? And of course, I mean, I had to use some things from my stash like paper to make those cards. But it was really cool. I used all the ephemera that they provided. Did have some twine left over because I didn't really use much of that since I didn't make tags. But really fun. I really enjoyed it. So I just wanted to share with you what I made with the lovely lavender paper pumpkin kit for January 2024. If you like crafty inspiration, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos. But hopefully I will be back in February with the February kit. If I can get enough time, I will do something with that. I want to try to use each kit each month. All right. Thanks so much for spending time with me. I look forward to seeing you next video. Bye-bye.